at a press conference yesterday at City Hall in Sylacauga. Two-term mayor of Sylacauga, Sam Wright, with a stunning announcement.
As of this day, I am removing my name as a candidate for the mayor of the city of Sylacauga. Representing and serving the citizens of Sylacauga has been a highlight of my life. Therefore, making this decision was very difficult. It has not been made quickly, nor without a great deal of prayer and input from my family. Working with employees in our community has been a sincere pleasure. We truly have an outstanding workforce. They are talented in their field, and they're dedicated to Sylacauga. To them and our citizens, I say thank you for the last 8 years. I have also had the pleasure to work with 2 councils, and each member brought their best for Sylacauga. Challenges sometimes, but nevertheless, the heart for Sylacauga. Thank you to the media. All of you have been very kind in your covering of our city council meetings, and very fair, and I appreciate that. But most of all, I thank God for this opportunity He has given me through your citizens of Sylacauga. He seems to be leading me in other directions, and I pray His blessings on this city and future administrations. Now I'll take any questions anybody has. This was not an easy decision. A lot of people have said health and everything, but several things entered into it. But most of all, I just kind of lost the zeal for running, and I think you've got to have a passion and a want to. And I know I've let a lot of people down, people that have backed me, and for that I'm sorry, and I hope they understand. We got a lot to be grateful for in Sylacauga. This morning we had the dedication of the quarry overlook. That's going to be something that I hope we can make really part of our community and make it a better thing. Now, like I say, if anybody has any questions.
Of course, Mayor Wright and Councilman Walter Jacobson both announced their intention to run for mayor in January. Jacobson is currently the only other candidate, although he said he believes at least one more will join the race. Jacobson said the council hopes Wright continues to be involved in the community once his term is over. We caught up with Councilman Walter Jacobson and incumbent Mayor Sam Wright.
Well, of course, there's still 7 weeks out when people, when other candidates might declare and possibly declare. So I'll continue to run a campaign, and but still preparing, in the eventuality that I am successful in my run. But one of our biggest things is going to be, trying to recruit some more business and industry into the city, because that's vital for us right now. Workforce development, of course, will be a huge part of that. The appearance of the city, some of the things that we've heard over and over from the citizens, we'll certainly be attacking that, and then and looking at disaster preparedness, making sure that we got a plan in place that is well rehearsed, and we got all our bases covered in the event that we have a catastrophic incident here. So, like I said, those things are unrelenting, and we'll continue to push the things that we've pushed while sitting on the council, and all of this for the betterment of Sylacauga. Well, it's something that I believe he made the best decision for himself, and of course he knows his situation better than anybody, and I have to respect that. It was certainly not because I was running as his opponent, because this was never a personal issue, never a personal campaign against each other. We were just offering the citizens, different viewpoints. So that's that part, and of course our prayers will be with him. And my big hope is that Sam and Connie will stay engaged in the city, because they're extremely important and they bring a lot to the table. So I would certainly certainly like to encourage them to do that.
Well, the only thing I could add to this, it's just been a hard decision to make. I know I've let a lot of people down. A lot of people supported me and have helped me over the years, and I know that's the one thing I'm disappointed in, is that I've let some folks down, and I certainly didn't. That ain't my mode of operation, and that kind of thing. Well, I appreciate that. You know, I think we've had a big extensive drainage project. We've had 2 paving projects, which I think's big. You never pave enough, and you never get the streets somebody else wants, this kind of thing. But nevertheless, you pick the streets and you hope you picked them right. I think that the bicycle trail at Lake Howard, I think that's as I've said so many times, we can never figure out how to put more stuff out there for the citizens of Sylacauga. Then I think buying the Avondale property, I think buying that and moving forward with that. And then, of course, helping, being here and working with the people that are bringing industry in, ICO and Heritage Plastics, are 2 companies that have come in here because of marble. And so I think the Marble Festival and the activity we've had around marble has been a big boost to Sylacauga. And I think that we've got to continue the momentum with regard to marble, because how it affects industry and jobs. I think that this next 4 years, I think a sportsplex is going to be high on the list. Keeping people in Sylacauga, wanting to live in Sylacauga. We certainly have a good school system. We have a good hospital, and I hear good things about all of them all the time. So keeping people here, and then jobs and industry are evermost on everybody's mind, and it certainly is on mine. But I appreciate the vote of confidence that the city of Sylacauga has given me for 8 years, and I'll move on to the next chapter of my life. Well, to answer your first question, I think the city of Sylacauga will continue to go up. I think it'll continue. You know, a lot of people visit Sylacauga, and they always comment, "What a nice downtown." And you know, we worked hard in my first administration to do the streetscape, and it kind of got finished up in the end of the next administration. But that, I think, gave momentum to downtown. I mean, on a Friday night or Saturday night, you can't find a place to park. It's that good. And I just appreciate the efforts of all our merchants and everything. Don't know what we'd do without them. But I think the future of Sylacauga looks bright. Always has looked bright. You know, I wish we could grow more than what we have grown, but I think we'd be happy with what we got. That kind of thing.
All righty. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is Sylacauga Mayor Sam Wright announcing at a called press conference at City Hall on Tuesday that he will withdraw from the race for a 3rd term for mayor in Sylacauga, as he is finishing up his 8th year, his 2nd term as mayor. Before that, he was in the local insurance business in Sylacauga, and it came as much surprise to many people that Sylacauga Mayor Sam Wright would indeed not be a candidate for re-election in the Sylacauga municipal elections in August. Of course, Walter Jacobson is the lone candidate who has announced that he is running for the office of mayor. There has been talk of several other possibilities, but no announcement has been made. We'll keep you up to date. Mayor Wright said that he will finish out his term and is considering a few possibilities for life after his mayorship is ended in the city of Sylacauga.